Okay guys, I want to introduce you to the new Nextiva x650 series. This is a very unique series of phones because what it does is it allows a business to use what many want, which is a key system. You know, there are millions of businesses across the United States who, frankly, they want the ability to have multiple phones ring at the same time, multiple lines on each of the phones, put it on hold at one phone, pick it up at another phone very simply, and keep it at that. So the Nextiva 650 series accomplishes that by mimicking kind of what these businesses are used to, which is called a keyline or an analog keyline system. So the core of the system right now is this right here. This is the x650. And what this does is this is the base. That base needs to plug into your internet connection wherever it is in your office. And the cool thing about it is that's the only thing that has to plug into your data network. All of these phones that you see on the desk can be mixed and matched in any orientation that you want. You could have all cordless phones, you can have all rugged phones, you can have cordless and rugged, you could have cordless, rugged, and desk phones, whatever you want, and they all hang off the base via a technology called DECT. Now, many Nextiva customers are always asking for Wi-Fi. How can I get a Wi-Fi enabled phone? The problem with that, though, is that Wi-Fi enabled phones are not good from a perspective of being able to put a clear phone call through at all times. DECT is the standard for wireless phones, so we use DECT on these. You can get roughly 300-400 feet away from the base, of course, depending on the orientation of your office, and you can get really far away with really great call quality. So the benefit here is that if you have restaurants or small businesses or franchises, you know, an example would be, let's say you have 200 bagel restaurants, and each of these bagel restaurants has 3 phones in the restaurant. It allows you to put 3 phones in, just hook the base into your data network. The other 3 phones can be wherever you want, as long as you have power to them. And then when a call comes in, all the phones ring at the same time. When we put it on hold, you'll see it on hold on all the devices, and then you could pick up that phone call from any of the devices once it's on hold. So let's show you that real quick. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to simulate a couple of phone calls into the phone system so you can see how it works. All 3 of those phones are hanging off the base that we talked about. So let's go ahead and make a phone call in. Call's coming in from my mobile phone. And what you're going to see here is all the phones are going to ring at the same time. There comes a call in. Now I'm going to go ahead and just answer it. You'll see line 1 is ringing on all the devices. So let's just answer it here on the first cordless. And I'm going to mute this so we're not hearing an echo on it. But what you'll notice here is that on the cordless that I answered it, line 1 is in green. That means I'm on the call. Over here on the desk set, line 1's in amber, and here line 1 shows, or in the third phone shows that somebody's on that line. So I'm going to, on this cordless, I'm going to go ahead and put it on hold. Now I'm getting hold music on my mobile phone, and what you'll see now is on all the devices, line 1 is now flashing, meaning it's on hold. I can go ahead and pick up line 1 over here. Hello, hello, I'm on now line 1. You'll see the others show somebody's online. Put it on hold here. And now everything's on hold again. So now let's make a second call in. So we're going to make a second call in from another phone device here. Hold on. So now a second call comes in. So you can see Ira Fursian's calling. Now line 1's on hold, but a call's coming in on line 2. It's flashing green. So let's go ahead and answer it on my desk phone. I'm going to mute this so you don't hear the echo. So now I've got a call on hold on line 1. You can see it's flashing on all 3 devices. On line 2, I'm on a live call. I'm going to go ahead and put that on hold here. Hold on one second. Put it on hold. And now we're on hold on 2 lines. So now you can see on all the devices, line 1 and line 2 are all on hold. And then I could pick them up from any of the devices that I want. This is a very impressive system, and it's very difficult to do something like this with typical licensing of NextOS. So what our concept here is to build a phone system in a box. and it's going to be designed for these types of businesses that this is their requirement. Their requirement is to have a keyline emulated system. Works really well. It's very easy to set up for the customer perspective. Literally, all you do is plug in the one device that we talked about right here, the 650 base. The rest all register to it with 2 key presses. Very simple. And at the end of the day, what this is going to do, it's going to fill a niche for many customers who this is what they want. Now, keep in mind, there's some limitations to it. Because it's not a traditional phone system like we would think at Nextiva. You're only going to have one voicemail box, right? You're not going to have extensions at all 4 extensions, or however many you have. I think you can hang up to 6 phones off of this system. So you're not going to have all those voicemail boxes. You're going to have one voicemail box. So there are limitations to it. So it's made for a very specific use case, but there are tons of businesses out there who this is what they want. This is what they have today. This is what they want. Make it very simple, and the pricing is going to be very, very reasonable. So with that, you can get with me with any questions that you have, and I'd be happy to chat with you soon. This will be a productized product.